How I was framed by NDLEA personnel assisting drug barons to ship cocaine to Nigeria, says the disgraced DCP Abba Kyari. The suspended Super Cop and former commander of the Intelligence Response Team, DCP Abba Kyari, has accused the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency of assisting drug traffickers. Abba Kyari added that a corrupt NDLEA officer framed him after he went to demand compensation for a whistleblower who provided information about the arrest of a suspect by the IRT. He made the claim in a 500 million naira fundamental rights enforcement suit marked FHC ABJ CS 18222. Kyari, who is currently in custody of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA), is facing trial over his alleged involvement in drug trafficking. He had, before his arraignment on March 7, instituted the legal action to challenge his arrest and detention by the agency. Kyari is, among other things, praying the courts to order the Nigerian government to pay him 500 million naira and also tender written apology to him in 2 national dailies for the unlawful violation of his fundamental human rights. He is further praying the courts for a declaration that arrest and continued detention of the applicants by the agents of the respondent without bringing him before a court of competent jurisdiction from 12th of February 2022 till date is illegal, unlawful, and a gross violation of applicants' fundamental rights to personal liberty and freedom of movement. This is guaranteed by Section 35, subsection 1 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as amended, and Article 6 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, Ratification and Enforcement Act. A declaration that announcing the applicant in the press without giving him the right to fair hearing nor establishing a prima facie case against him is illegal, unlawful, and an infringement on his fundamental rights. A declaration that declaring the applicant syndicate of the suspect without establishing a prima facie case against the applicant is unlawful and an infringement on his rights. A declaration that torture, degrade, and metes out inhumane treatment given to the applicants by the agents of the respondent is illegal, unlawful, and an infringement on his rights. A declaration that refusal to grant administrative bail to applicants on alleged bailable offense is unlawful and infringement on the applicant's human rights, as well as an order of the Honorable Courts restraining the respondent's agents, servants, proxies, police, or anyone acting on their behalf from further harassing, detaining, intimidating, or arresting the applicant unlawfully. An affidavit filed by Kyari also read that on that fateful day, the suspect, as usual, shipped drugs, cocaine, from Ethiopia to Enugu Airport. The officer of NDLEA cleared him within the airport. Then, officer of FIB-IRC arrested the suspect with the help of an information. That before the informants accepted to work with the officers of FIB-IRT, they both had an agreement to compensate the informant. That the officers of FIB-IRT, having noticed that officers of NDLEA were the ones declaring the said suspect with his drugs, cocaine, they immediately took the suspect to NDLEA and also reported those officers involved in the act. That instead of the NDLEA to handle the matter accordingly and bring these officers involved to book, they decided to frustrate the informant, thereby refusing to compensate the informant. That it was at this junction that the attention of the DCP Abba Kyari was called, who, because the NDLEA officer involved is his friend, decided to intervene for the purpose of compensating the informant. That the NDLEA officer who refused to compensate the informant was the one who framed DCP Abba Kyari up on the trump-up allegation that he was trying to bribe them. that the agent of the respondent declares the applicant wanted because of a mere allegation that he was trying to bribe an NDLEA officer without sufficient proof. That the Nigerian police force, based on the allegation of the respondent, arrested the applicant on February 12th and handed him over to the NDLEA. So this is the statement made by the embattled former DCP who has been involved in alleged drug trafficking. A video circulated online showing the DCP with someone negotiating and dealing with a hard substance. This came about when he was still involved in the issue of Hush Puppy, the online fraudster allegedly who is in custody with the FBI in America and who has named Abba Kyari as an accomplice, and how they've been partners in the acts that they indulge in. The super cop, who has been utterly disgraced as it was shown in court where he was hiding his face from the camera, just shows that everything that one does is going to come to the open and truth will always prevail. So what's your opinion on this? Please drop it in the comment section below. Do we believe truly that Abba Kyari was framed up, and as he alleged that it is the NDLEA that helps and facilitates the work of drug traffickers? This is a very, very huge allegation, and we don't know how the case of Abba Kyari is going to end up, facing his drug case in Nigeria and also be the ones to be extradited to USA. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next news. Bye for now.